Namaskaram. Today we will start with some terms related to Python. First we will see what is token. The smallest individual unit in a program is called a token. We can see what it means. It is a Python program and here you can see different types of things like some words, some numbers, some punctuations, etc. And some words are having different colors also. All these different individual units in a program are called tokens. That is, name is a token, Rahul is a token, 16 is a token, comma is a token, greater than is a token, if is a token. All these are different tokens. Tokens are classified into different types: keywords, identifiers, literals or values, operators and punctuators. In today's class we will discuss keywords, identifiers, literals or values. First we will see what are keywords. Keywords are the words that convey a special meaning in a programming language. That is, these are the reserved words of a programming language. If you want to get the list of Python keywords, go to the shell and type help keywords. You will get the list of Python keywords. Here you can see most of the keywords are lowercase letters or small letters, except false, F is capital, N is capital for none, T is capital for true. Python is a case sensitive programming language. So uppercase letters, that is capital letters, and lowercase letters, that is small letters, are different in Python. Don't worry about this list. You will learn most of the keywords while we move on. Next we will see literals or values. Literals are some values, some constant values that we can use in our program. We can use different types of values in Python. We will see one by one. First we will see string literal. Whatever we give within quotes, that is single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes, we will call as strings in Python. See, it is a string. It's a string. This is also a string. Usually we will use single quotes and double quotes to represent a string. Next is numeric values. Numeric values can be whole numbers like 4, 78, 45. All these are whole numbers. We will call these whole numbers as integers or simply int. Next we have values with fractions like 5.8, 45.7. These values are called floating point numbers or simply float values. Next type of values are Boolean values. There are only two Boolean values, true and false. See, T in true and F in false are in capital letters. Next type is none. None indicates absence of a value, or we can say nothing. That is, there is no value at all. See here, N is in capital letter. Okay, can you identify the literals or values given in this program? Yes, Rahul, it is a string value, isn't it? Then 16, it is an integer, it is a numeric value. 96.5, name colon, age colon, mark colon, 90, very good. All these are values, string values as well as numeric values. So what about this name, age and mark? Are they values? No. That is what we are going to discuss next. Identifiers. Identifiers are the names of variables, functions, etc. Now we will discuss only about variables, and functions you will study later. Here in this program, name, age, mark, all these are called variables. Then what is meant by variables? We will see. I open my Python shell. Here I type age equal to 5. 5 is a value that you know, and this age is a variable. A variable is a name given to a value. Age equal to 5 means the value 5 is assigned to the variable age using equal to operator. This operator is called assignment operator. The value 5 is assigned to the variable age. So wherever you need to use 5, you can use the variable age. See, when I give age, the value is displayed. If I want to print age plus 3, I got the result as age. That is, the value of age is now 5. 5 plus 3 is age. A variable can hold any type of value. See, var equal to age. Value is age. I can give var equal to 5.6. I have used a floating point number. A string value. So a variable can hold any type of values. And why it is called variable? See, now the value of var is Arun. If I give var equal to 4.8, when I display var, 4.8 is displayed. That means the value of a variable is not constant. That is why the name variable. A variable can also be defined as a name given to a memory location which represents a value. See, mark equal to 90 means marks refer to the location in memory where the value 90 is stored. Mark equal to 50 means now the variable mark refers to the value 50. Can we use any name for our variable? No. There are some rules that we have to follow while selecting variable names or in common identifiers. Then what are the Python identifier naming conventions? An identifier, that is a variable name, a function name, etc., can be a combination of uppercase letters, that is capital letters, lowercase letters, that is small letters, special character underscore, and also it can be digits, that is from 0 to 9. Next rule is the first character must be a letter or underscore, that is it should not begin with a number. For example, 1 underscore num, it is invalid. And then we cannot use Python keywords like break, for, else, if, etc. as identifiers. Now you know what are keywords. Special characters cannot be used in identifiers except underscore. That is, you can use only a single special character in your identifier or variable name, that is underscore. You cannot use even space in your variable name. See here, mark space 1 is invalid, but you can use underscore in between. If you want a separator, you can use underscore. It is valid. Now we will see some valid and invalid variable names. num1 equal to 5. Is it valid? Yes, because you can use numbers and also alphabets. First, num. Is it valid? No, because you cannot start your identifier name with a digit. What about this first name? Is it valid? No. See, because I used space here. Space is not allowed in identifiers. If you want to give a separator, you can use like this. First, you can use underscore, then name. It is valid. Mark percentage. Is it valid? No, because you cannot use percentage symbol in your identifier. Then see, I have given num equal to 4. The value of num is 4. Then num equal to age. Are they same? No, because see here 8. Because Python is case sensitive and uppercase letters and lowercase letters are different in the case of Python. So the num in lowercase letter and this num in capital letter are different in the case of Python. And another thing that you have to remember while choosing your variable name is you have to use some meaningful names. That is just common sense. If you want to store age, use the variable name age. If you want to store the mark, you can give mark. Then anyone can identify the purpose of that variable. So in today's class we have learned keywords, values, identifiers and also identifier naming conventions. Hope you can follow me. Thank you. Thank you for watching.